Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to candle review number 2 of the day. In this video, we are tackling Homeworx Iced Sugar Cookie. If you missed it a little bit earlier today, I shared my thoughts on Homeworx cranberry sauce. That will be featured in the cards up above as well as the description box down below. If you missed that one and you're interested in watching that, that is where you can find it. But let's tackle Iced Sugar Cookie. This came out as part of the Homeworx Christmas in July that was released in July of this year, obviously. Now, I purchased one of these from Homeworx.Shop, and then I was surprised with Homeworx sending me one as PR. Honestly, had I known that they were gonna send one, I would have probably purchased a different candle because I'm trying really hard not to purchase doubles of anything, even if I absolutely love it, because my Homeworx candle collection is out of control after years of ordering them in sets of 2 from QVC and having the mentality of, oh, I have to have a million backups of anything that I like. So I do appreciate them sending an extra one out. I'm not sure if the one I'm showing you here is the one I paid for or the one they sent for me or to me, but just in full disclosure, one of them was sent. So let's go ahead and discuss Iced Sugar Cookie. Now, I have to admit that I am a little bit disappointed in this candle in terms of the strength and throw. It is definitely not even a solid medium. I would put it on the lower end of the medium spectrum, but we'll get to that here in a little while. And what really makes this suck is that this is such a delicious scent. Like when you stick your nose in this on cold sniff, oh, it's so good. It's kind of basic, but boy, is it good. I love me a good basic sugar cookie scent. I don't care what anyone says. Sometimes I think the most boring scents really are the best because a lot of times they smell just comforting and warm and cozy. And that's really the vibe that I want to cultivate in our house here. Is I want it to feel very welcoming. I want it to smell like I have been baking cookies. Do I bake cookies? No. I mean, Stella and I will attempt it around the holidays, but neither of us are like, you know, chef material. So we kind of struggle through with sugar cookies and basic chocolate chip cookies. But there is nothing better than the smell of either a sugar cookie or a chocolate chip cookie or a snickerdoodle or something, in terms of home fragrance in your house, and that creating just the most warm and welcoming and just comforting type of environment. I know those are the types of fragrances that Stella really likes the most. Anything that makes her feel like she is warm and safe and like, you know, in her own house where things are, you know, not crazy like out in the world. She loves that stuff. So scents like this definitely go a long way in helping me to create that environment for her. But let's go ahead and read through these fragrance notes. And yeah, it's really a bummer that this one is so light. But the other one that I have, I am storing that one away for at least another few months. I am someone who does find that if I stash my Homeworx candles away for a little while, that I do tend to find that they increase in their overall strength. So I'm gonna test that out. I'll let you guys know how it goes. But all right, so our fragrance notes here are sugar cookie, buttercream frosting, sweet vanilla, and brown sugar. So there's nothing exotic about this fragrance. There's nothing really unique or groundbreaking in any kind of way. This is really just a very lovely basic sugar cookie scent. You kind of smell that, you know, the sugar cookie dough that comes in tubes at the grocery store. Like if you don't want to make your own sugar cookies, like this is definitely the way to go. And then you just kind of slice that tube up into, you know, little medallions basically. And there's your sugar cookies. I kind of feel like this smells predominantly of that like dough that you can get at the grocery store. But there is also a touch of that rich buttercream icing note in here. It definitely smells very creamy and definitely buttery. Like you can tell that it's like a whipped butter type of buttercream frosting. The vanilla definitely is present, but that is, you know, like absolutely there is vanilla just in the regular like sugar cookie. The brown sugar is the only thing that I find kind of interesting here because it really doesn't smell like brown sugar to me. It smells a little bit more like, I would say, I guess you could say cane sugar, like just regular white sugar was used. Brown sugar definitely has molasses in it, obviously. And I just don't pick up that like deep molasses note here. Like that's not like the richness that I'm smelling. I feel like the sort of rich, like heavy part of this scent definitely comes from that like buttercream icing note, but it's not coming from brown sugar or anything like that. So definitely a beautiful, rich, authentic, yummy sugar cookie with icing. However, when it's burning, the strength is, I would say, and I feel like I'm almost being generous with this number, but I would put it at about a 5, between like a 4.5 and a 5. There are a few burns where I was like, oh, I can smell it a little bit more. And what sucks is when I could smell it, I just thought, oh, this smells so good. Like this is the type of candle that I really want in like a strength of like an 8, 9, or even a 10. Like if this just took over my entire house, even though it's not exotic, like I said, it's pretty basic, it is just, it's a good basic scent. Like it smells delicious, it smells authentic, it is truly edible, but it's so light, you guys. And the throw, the throw is probably even lower than the strength. So I'm gonna put that maybe at like a 4. I can smell it where I'm burning it, but I do have to definitely walk in there and just go, okay, yeah, that is lit, you know? Like it's not like a lot of other Homeworx scents where, you know, they're definitely in the medium strength and throw range, but they're detectable, right? Like you know that you're burning them in the room. This is one where you do have to take just a second and go, okay, yes, it's lit. You know, if it wasn't for the flame, I think I would have to definitely go sniffing around. But all that being said, I'm really hopeful that the second one that I have picks up a little bit because honestly, I love this scent year round. Like I could see myself burning something like this not only around the holidays, although it would have been nice to have this ready to go for the holidays. I think I'm gonna let it sit a little bit past the holidays though before I decide to light it up again. I really hope that it improves in the strength and throw, even if it gets up to only about a 6 out of 10 in terms of strength. I think I would be happy with that. But as it stands right now, it just does not have enough fragrance for it to be potent enough for my liking. So might be kind of high maintenance with the expectation here, but I feel like a scent like this could be done a little bit better with just some more oomph. Because Harry has done other cookie type scents in the past, or even just gourmands that were much more potent than this. So I really don't think enough fragrance oils were used here. I will say I do love the jar. It's kind of a really pretty nude shade, and it has that classic, it's almost like it's not a checkerboard, but it's just a really pretty plaid type embossing on it. It's really beautiful. The lid is glass as well, and it's actually underneath the jar. One thing I like about this style of jar from Homeworx is that the lid fits underneath so nicely, and it just helps to like give the candle a little bit of a boost on the pedestals. By the way, this is a Homeworx candle pedestal. It's not available right now. It was sold on QVC a few years ago. I'm glad that I picked it up. I started with the original silver one back in, I think that came out in like 2018 or something. And then when they released the different colors, like I have the rose gold, I have this kind of old gold here. I still have the original silver, and they are definitely some of my favorite candle accessories. They're so pretty. I wish Harry would re-release these. I know everyone's kind of tired of the Homeworx pedestals and they want like some new type of accessories, and I'm glad that they've expanded to things like hurricanes and stuff like that. But I still think the pedestals are kind of like, they're masterpieces, if you will. I just think they're so pretty, and they look so good with like any candle sitting on them. Like, it doesn't even have to be a Homeworx candle. So if you ever come across one of these, like either at Goodwill or Deseret Industries or something, if someone happens to donate one, snatch it up. Like, these are beautiful, and I get so many compliments and questions about them, and I'm bummed that I can't link them for you guys. If I could, I absolutely would. So you might also want to check places like eBay or Mercari. I'm sure there are some people that are unloading these pieces, so maybe you can snatch them up at a good deal there. But anyway, you guys, these are my thoughts on the iced sugar cookie. While I love the scent, the strength and the throw are quite low on this one, and much lower than what I normally deal with from Homeworx. So definitely a disappointment, especially since this is a fragrance that is in my wheelhouse. But it just does not have enough oomph for me. So I'll definitely let you guys know when I decide to light up the other one, probably in February or March of next year. And I'll let you know if it increased in strength at that point. But as of right now, the other one, I'm gonna go ahead and put it away in storage, and we shall come back to it at a later date. This one, I will just continue to burn for the ambiance. I don't even know that this would perform well underneath a candle lamp, but maybe that's also worth a try. Anyway, I'll let you guys know about that in my upcoming weekly home fragrance roundup if I decide to test it out there. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys being here today. Let me know if you have any questions. Check out the description box below on where you can purchase iced sugar cookie, although I'm not sure. I would say, yeah, rush over there and get it. So anyway, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.